You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network, the home of the Options Podcast. For more quality options programs, visit theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app available in the iTunes and Google Play stores. Select programs are also available via live stream at mixlr.com/options-insider. That's mixlr.com/options-insider. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, stocktwits.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions at theoptionsinsider.com. The Options Insider Radio Network is sponsored by Fidelity Investments. At Fidelity, you'll always get a great value for your options trades. And with powerful investing tools that provide clear next steps, plus independent research and a wide range of investment types, we can help you make better trading decisions. Learn more about options trading with Fidelity at fidelity.com/options. Options trading entails significant risk and is not appropriate for all investors. Certain complex option strategies carry additional risk. Before trading options, contact Fidelity Investments by calling 800-544-5115 to receive a copy of the characteristics and risks of standardized options. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE SIPC.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story today is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Tuesday. First thing to know is Trump raises stakes in U.S.-China trade conflict. Market sentiment took a hit after U.S. President Donald Trump said he expected to move ahead with raising tariffs on $200 billion in Chinese imports to 25% from the current 10%. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, Trump said it was highly unlikely he would accept China's request to hold off on the increase, which is due to take effect on January 1st. Trump added that if negotiations between the two countries were unsuccessful, he would also put tariffs on the rest of Chinese imports. The president's comments come ahead of a meeting between Trump and his Chinese counterpart, Xi Jinping, at the G20 summit in Argentina at the end of the week. Tensions between the two countries have dominated economic headlines this year, with both sides imposing tit-for-tat tariffs on each other's products. The second thing to know today is U.S. futures pointed to a lower open pre-opening. U.S. stock market futures pointed to a lower open as a fresh threat from Washington to impose tariffs on more Chinese imports seemed to quash hopes of a trade truce between the two world's economies. Second thing to know today, Fed speakers are to grab attention. A number of Fed speeches will get the market's attention. Fed Vice Chair Richard Clarida will speak about data dependence in monetary policy at the Clearinghouse and Bank Policy Institute's annual conference in New York. His comments were due out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. At 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 3 more Fed members are scheduled to participate in a panel discussion at the same event. Chicago Fed President Charles Evans, Kansas City Fed President Esther George, and Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic will discuss a range of topics including the economy, regulation, financial innovation, and the future of payments. Fourth thing to know today is oil prices tick higher ahead of API report. In commodities, oil prices ticked higher ahead of the release of fresh weekly data on U.S. commercial crude inventories. The American Petroleum Institute is due to release its weekly report for the week ended November 23rd at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, amid expectations of a drop of about 0.6 million barrels. If confirmed, it would be the first decline in 10 weeks. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures were up 24 cents, or around 0.5%, at $51.87 a barrel. And meanwhile, international Brent crude futures rose 43 cents, or 0.7%, to $60.99 per barrel. Fifth thing to know today is Bitcoin slides as crypto sell-off resumes. Bitcoin resumed its downward trend, sliding back towards the lowest level in more than a year as major digital currencies crashed to fresh lows. The world's most valuable digital currency was down around 6% at $3,813.50. It fell to its weakest level since September 15, 2017 at $3,663 on Sunday. Our second story today is from CNBC.com. Tesla sales in China plunged 70% in October, according to auto industry body. Tesla's vehicle sales in China sank 70% last month from a year ago, the country's Passenger Car Association told Reuters on Tuesday, underscoring how the Sino-US trade war is hurting the U.S. electric car maker. An official from China Passenger Car Association said data from the industry body showed Tesla sold just 211 cars in the world's largest automaker in October. Tesla did not respond to repeated calls and written requests for comment on Tuesday. The electric car maker, which imports all the cars it sells in China, said in October that tariff hikes on auto imports were hammering its sales there. In July, Beijing raised tariffs on imports of U.S. autos to 40% amid a worsening trade standoff with the United States. Our third story today is also from CNBC.com. Apple's November rout worsens after Trump says U.S. could place a 10% tariff on iPhones. Apple shares fell in Tuesday trading after President Donald Trump suggested the U.S. could place a 10% tariff on iPhones and laptops made in China. Trump told the Wall Street Journal that people could stand that tariff rate very easily. Apple shares, which are already down 20% this month, fell by 1.2% in trading on Tuesday. Trump also said it is highly unlikely he would delay an increase in overall tariffs at the beginning of this year to 25% from 10%. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Newsweek News for today, Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. Your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Trade smart and have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions@theoptionsinsider.com.